Welcome to the TED Ed Podcast, where we delve into the issues that shape our daily lives and drive our productivity. We confront topics that matter deeply to all of us, from healthcare and affirmative action to voting rights and monetary success and failure. We cover it all. And yes, we dive into the complex world of politics, exploring how our country has evolved from slavery to the 21st century. Our content is crafted with care and expertise, drawing from years of experience in these critical areas. We invite you to give the TED Ed Podcast a listen. You won't be disappointed. Share your thoughts with friends and confidants, and don't forget to like, comment, and share our episodes. Your engagement helps us grow and reach more listeners. Are you passionate about these topics? Do you have unique insights to share? You could be one of our guest speakers. Drop us a line, send an email, or leave a comment. All requests will be considered. Join us on this journey of exploration and understanding. This is the TED Ed Podcast. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Well, people, we're going to go all natural today. I got my old standby, my old comfy. I don't feel like getting out of it. I'm going to stay in it. So the whole show going to be done today at all natural. The old Jetson's gonna get down. Anyway, Ted, what you got to say today, man? I got a few things that I was gonna talk about, and man, I've been thinking about this. When should we do it? When should we discuss it? Because one day it's going to become very, very relevant here for everybody in this country and this world. So I'm gonna bring it up today. It's a topic that, man, that a lot of people don't understand. They have no idea what it is.
What I'm going to talk about,
and
I
what to
want to
do
talk
with it.
about two subjects, but one I can just touch on and then I go in detail later
Go ahead.
because there's some big financial moves that's being made
Okay.
that's out there that's going to affect a lot of people. Matter of fact, the whole world, definitely this country. And I did make reference to this about maybe a couple of months ago. The name of the company is Palantir or Palantir, Palantir. And it's a software company that specializes in data integration and analytics. It was formed in 2003. They have a CEO by the name of Alex Karp, C-A-R-P. And the thing is, whenever you see these companies, you have to dig a little deeper to find out what is behind all of this. What's going on? What's happening? All of a sudden, this stock is like $73, $76 a share, and who owns this stock, and what is it doing, and all of that. So we see that number one is a IT company. So that right there tells you something because those are the hottest companies. Now, this company, they're saying their market share or their worth is about $250 billion. Now, in today's standard, that's not a lot of money. But the fact is that it's what they do. And they're pushing that stock, they're pushing that company all over the world. They have clients all over the world. And now the key thing is data, AI, and then the email, the rhythms and the integrated analysts and the visualized data. Now that's the key, visualize data. Now we've seen FBI series, and they do facial recognition. That's these people. This software, and we saw that some of them, make mistakes and grab the wrong person or whatever. And but the government, our government, is heavily involved. They get government money. That's how they survive. Now, why am I bringing all this up? Is because this company, the person that he's a co-founder of the company, along with Karpf, named Peter Thiel.
Mate,
T-H,
what?
Peter Thiel,
Okay.
Thiel.
We all know about Peter.
Right. Well, this guy, okay, and I'm only reporting what the articles are saying. He's gay, and he represents the gay community, but he is extreme Republican. This man he's so steeped and died in politics, it's ridiculous.
Now,
He,
hold it. Let me ask you a question. What is Peter Thiel to this company? Is he the CEO or he owns it?
I just said he was a co-founder, bro.
He's a co-founder. Okay, I didn't hear you. I didn't
And,
hear that.
and plus, on top of that, he owns millions of shares
Right.
in this company. Now, the thing is, they have contracts with the U.S. agriculture. They have contracts with the military and other entities. So that means he's getting millions, if not billions, of dollars from the government. Now he's a staunch Republican, and he set up a fund for the to help the Republicans, and he has given $20 million to the Republican Party. He's even at one time he was even an officer in one of those, local organizations for the Republican Party. Now, here's the thing: you look at some of his other investments, and one of them is SpaceX. Who owns SpaceX?
He
Elon
don't own
Musk.
it. He don't own it. He's probably SpaceX is owned by my
Are you
boy
listening to what I'm saying, Ed?
Musk. It's owned
Are
by
you listening to
Elon.
what I'm saying? I said that he has invested in SpaceX,
Oh, okay.
and who owns SpaceX
It's
is
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Right.
Now, let's go back further.
Okay.
You heard about PayPal?
Yep.
Well, that's how he made his money.
Right. But he
And how
sold it.
did Elon Musk make his money?
And
PayPal.
Tesla cars.
PayPal.
Okay.
That's where he got his big money. That's where he got over $100-something million by them selling PayPal to eBay. So now, this is the deal. You look at all the connects. Elon Musk and him, he the one originated PayPal, him and some of his partners, and then Elon Musk came in aboard because he had a little more tech knowledge. And he became a partner because he invested in PayPal, and then they sold it to eBay. They made a nice little profit off of that, millions of dollars. Elon Musk went on to Tesla, and he went on to his capital investment. He's what you call a venturous angel, one of those. He's a venture capitalist, but he's one of those angel investors. And he goes around and invests in these companies. And what he does is he see a company that's up and coming and what he can promote. And he goes around and sells those companies to other major investors, so that that company can buoy up in value. So he gets the capital, and then he invests all of this money into this company, and he wants to take over that particular segment of the IT, which is visualization. Now the data thing is complicated because you got a lot of companies got data and analytics and all that. But what he's trying to really hone in on is this thing, because that way all the police officers in all over the country can use it, and blah blah blah. Everybody get that software. So anyway, that's where they're at right now. That's the reason why they think it's gonna blow up, this particular company. Because the government right now, they selling everything. They outsourcing everything. And so you come in with an idea, hey, we'll buy it and we'll try it. Here's $100 billion or $100 million or whatever it is. So anyway, this guy is such a influencer. Who did he back for the vice president? J.D.
He
Vance.
backed the boy who's in there now.
J.D. Vance.
Right.
So whose ear do he have now? He has the president's ear.
Right. That was his purpose for forcing Trump to take him as his VP.
Absolutely, that's the whole thing. and he gave a bunch of money. So the thing is that you can't hate on them, bro. You can't hate on these people because they playing the game and they playing it legally.
They got the money. Legally. They got the money.
Well, money talks.
Mm-hmm.
Money
you
is
got enough
power.
money, you can buy what you want.
Money is power. So this is the reason why we at where we at, because I've already talked about dark money, bad money, all of that. Bad money, dark money, all that stuff. And these people have learned, well, I can't say learned, they've probably already been doing it for decades and decades and decades, but now they're more bolder because of what? What's the name of that program that the Supreme Court passed? They said they can go ahead on and pass that, and money is flowing all over the place, and these people will, hey, you help me get in office, you give me $10 million, hey, I'll do what you say.
Mm-hmm.
Hang the American people. So anyway, this is the game they're playing, bro. And the reason why I brought it up is that this company's income was only $143 million. We know that ain't no money in today's standard.
No, it's
Their
not.
operating cost was 113, and their revenue was 725 million. So they're not really, it's not even, they got it valued at, 250, some places I've seen 90 million, 250 million and stuff like that. But Peter Thiel, he's worth about 15 billion. And
he's probably worth more than that.
Well, I don't know how much. That's what's reported.
Yeah.
Alex Cap is worth right around 5 billion, maybe 7. So these billionaires is spreading their money to buy these politicians, and then also using that money to invest in these major corporations that they think is going to be hot. I mean, I talked about the next IPO. You can't even buy into the next IPO, and it's going to be huge. Unless you got let me tell you what Peter Thiel did. This how fortunate he is. This dude, he gave as an investor, as they call angel, when Facebook was just getting started. He gave them $500,000, $500,000. This is what I'm saying. For 10% of the company. He got 10% of Facebook, bro. Now, here's what Peter Thiel did just not long ago. He just sold
That stock,
$1 billion of that stock of
well,
Peloton.
it's probably worth more than $1 billion. He probably just took out a little portion of it and sold it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He
Yeah,
just took
just a
out
little
$1
piece
billion
of it, just
worth of
a
shares
little
because
piece.
he owns millions of shares. The share is $76 a share.
Hmm.
That's the game they playing, bro.
Well, it's always been that way, Ted. Ever since we've been the corporate rating and all that stuff, it's money folks and stuff and everything. And those pirates out there, that's how they deal, and that's how they keep on making their money. And we are sitting down there, as a little guy, watching these big folks wheel and deal with the big money, and they leave us down there to play with the pennies, nickels, and
Well, that's why I say they laughing at us.
dimes.
They laughing at us. We clowns.
Yeah, we
You know,
clouded down there
we're
playing with pennies,
suckers.
nickels, and dimes.
Yeah,
They,
pennies, nickels, and dimes is,
yeah,
they laughing at
they're
us.
out there going to lunch, and the bill is $2,500. And most of us got it. We don't even make that in 2 weeks. They do that in one lunch.
Hey. A $20, $30 lunch is a big deal for us.
Yeah.
And then we go out to eat, we spend $150, we complain.
Oh man.
What? Just for 2 steak dinners? $150?
Yeah.
Hey, that right there, $150 that ain't even their tip money.
Absolutely. Oh man. I don't know why you started out talking about that.
Well, that's what I do, bro.
This
I got
is
another one,
this
but I'm not gonna talk
this
about it.
is
But I'm gonna mention it.
show.
I'm
The
gonna mention it.
show is the money connection.
I'm gonna
Uh,
mention it.
and we trying
The
to cut.
name of this company is, and I hope I pronounce it right, Mondelez. 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 I think that's how you pronounce it. International. This company only been around since 2012. Now, you'd be surprised of the companies that they're buying. Some of our regular major products. Now you notice the name, right? Mondelez. What does that tell you?
It must be
What
a
does that
Spanish
tell
company.
you? Huh?
It's a Spanish company.
Thank you.
It's a Hispanic company.
It's a Hispanic company. So, and they have bought a number of name brand companies.
Like what?
They have bought some of Kraft.
Oh, Kraft?
Yeah. Kraft broke up. They broke up some of their companies.
I didn't know they had broke up. They're based out of Los Angeles, aren't they?
This company is headquarters is in Chicago. And they're trying to buy Hershey. That's what they're trying to do now. They're trying to buy out. They're trying to do a takeover of Hershey. And the only reason why they can't, because we did a show on Hershey's and chocolate and all that. You remember?
Right. They are. That's a family-owned business, right?
Well, the Hershey's has been around for over 100 years.
Right.
So the Hershey Corporation is a family-owned business, and they own 80% of Hershey's, but all of their stuff is in trust. That's for generational wealth,
Mm-hmm.
where these people take care of that money for their family, and they have total control. You get the different levels stocks, A, B, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And so they have major control of voting rights if they want to sell or not. And these trust, the people the family that's in the trust, it's so much paperwork. They're concerned, they might want to sell and they're gonna make a nice profit because obviously this company got a lot of money to buy this stuff. And because of coconut is getting to be high, because remember I did a whole thing on how much it costs per ton of cocoa, and these Switzerland people and German people was buying a lot of that cocoa in Africa and all these different parts. And so these companies, this stuff is getting real expensive, and the workers want more money for their labor. So Hershey, they don't do real chocolate. They put a lot of other stuff in there to make it taste like chocolate, but most of it's just sweetener. And you're not really eating, because they say the best candy that you can eat is dark chocolate. Well, that's
Mm-hmm.
not dark chocolate, Hershey's. All they little candy bars and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I don't want to get off on that. I want to go more deeper into that company. And then Hershey, well, we already know that they're under trust, and you ain't gonna find out a whole lot about them anyway. But this other company, I mean, if I was in the dark web, boy, I bet you'd be some finagling going on there. Anyway, just wanted to bring that up.
So you all done with them
I'm done for right now.
for right now? Oh, okay. So you want me to? Oh man, I was just looking at Kraft, and I must be getting way behind here because I thought Kraft uh, had merged in with this tobacco company. Maybe I'm wrong because they got. I'm looking at this Kraft and stuff, and they're called now Kraft Heinz. When I did my search and stuff on it, I didn't. They must have broke off of. Oh man, they were involved with this tobacco company, uh, Marlboro or somebody, back in about 10 years ago, I guess. So I don't know. My mind is not very quick and stuff lately. Anyway,
You can't depend on your memory, bro. You got to come with notes
yeah,
and
yeah, because
receipts.
my mind is going on because
That's why I come with receipts.
I remember seeing a movie, and they were doing a flyover with the drones and stuff and everything, and following one of the actors and stuff as he was going to work. And I remember seeing the sign on the building and stuff saying "Craft something," and that's how I remember them. And they were in Los Angeles. But anyway, uh, I gotten hooked into this thing about digital money and
Oh yeah, that's a good subject.
and electronic money.
Wait a minute, hold it, time out.
Yeah,
You said digital money and electronic money.
yeah, they're two different things.
Break it down to us, bro.
Yeah, okay. The digital money is doesn't doesn't come in a physical form. Electronic money, which we deal with mostly here in the United States and a lot of other countries and stuff deal with, are like when you start talking about your credit cards, your debit cards, your
Credit
ATMs,
cards, debit cards.
right? ATM,
What
these
about wire? Is that
transfers,
considered?
ACH,
Is that
ACH
what is
transfers.
wire considered electronic?
Probably you would consider that to be electronic because you can put your hands on it. And the difference between them is digital money. You can't. It doesn't come into any form. It is computer. That's it. And right now there's coming on board here, and people are starting to invest quite a bit of money because this Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and stuff has started to become a craze to people because there are people out there who invest in a lot of money in this stuff, and it is very, very volatile. Very volatile. Some days it'll be up, and then some days it might go, depending on what's going on, it can drop out. But
Yeah, it went up to 104.
right,
Bitcoin went up
but
to
it
104.
back
Now it's
down
down
to
to
it's back
$99.
down to about 98,000 now. It's down. It dropped at least 3.4% in the last 2 days. So it's a
But
very
here's
volatile
here's
current.
hey,
Yeah,
let me ask you this: digital, like you said, no form.
right. It comes
People are
on the come.
putting their money and
It's
buying,
right.
and
Digital
so
money.
they're buying paper money.
It's not paper.
No, they have to buy it.
They're buying it, but what they're buying is not paper money.
But what I'm saying is the money that they're giving is paper money.
Some people are doing it with paper money. Some people are trading cryptocurrency. They're buying
Well,
your
that's a different
cryptocurrency.
thing. If you buying something,
Right,
and you're using that Bitcoin
right,
currency,
right,
then that's just Bitcoin to Bitcoin.
right,
But what I'm saying is that if I invest, I got $100,000.
right,
Okay, I want to buy me a coin.
right. And that
I got
one
to give
coin,
you $100,000
right? You got to come up with hundred thousand
cash.
dollars to buy that one coin, cash, or in Bitcoin currency.
Well, where am I gonna get mine from?
Well, a lot of people out there are already into that market,
But
and
I
they
don't have.
have.
No, I'm saying if I'm investing,
If you
I've
just
never
starting
invested.
out, yes, if you just starting out, if you want a whole Bitcoin, you're going to have to pay $100,000. But
Okay, so
you can buy a Bitcoin for as little as $100
if I buy one coin, I got to give up $100,000 to buy that coin
to buy the
and
full coin.
a full coin.
But you can buy a piece of that coin for $100.
Yeah,
It's like 0.00088, something like that.
and well, that would be the ultimate thing. I got a coin.
Right.
I got a full blooded coin, and I want people. Hey, here's my coin. I
Right.
want you to buy into my coin.
If you got two full coins, you got $200,000 at depending on what time that you got it, because it might not be like 2 days ago it was worth 104,000, but now it's only worth 98,000.
So, so what I'm saying is that you said no form.
It's not in the physical form. It's digital.
But
It's
so what
on the
if I want my
computer.
cash back?
Well, then you have to sell it, and then there's a transaction fee for some central area and stuff to eventually give it to you, but they're going to charge you for getting it, for
Getting
putting
it
it
back.
back into dollars. Yeah,
So
somebody will
now,
buy it.
when you say volatile, it goes up and down. It can drop down as low as back to 50,000 a coin.
Right. It can be worth 50,000. You don't lost $50,000.
And I lost $50,000 just that quick.
Correct. Correct.
So now the thing is, if it started going down, just like stocks, it'd be hard to sell because you got to have to take a bite.
Well, like stocks, some people speculate and they'll buy it because it's going to go back up.
So now, but the thing is, what does that money go? The physical money.
It's not cryptocurrency. Is not physical money.
I just gave you $100,000. What the hell are you
It
talking about?
that if you gave $100,000 and you bought and you bought cryptocurrency with the $100,000, then that $100,000 is out there in that world.
But I want my money back.
Well, you ain't gonna get it back. You're only going to get it back at the cost of what it is if you transpose your money back over into a dollar.
Well, what I'm saying is, okay, let's say I bought at one time those coins was worth $200 or $100 a piece,
Right.
and I bought 10 of them.
Right.
So now I got 10 coins,
Right.
and now all of a sudden they all worth $100,000
A piece.
a piece.
Right.
So now I say, okay, I'm gonna sell me a whole coin. I get me $100 grand.
Right. Somebody will buy it.
Yeah,
At
that's
that,
all I'm
at
saying.
somebody will buy it, but the broker and stuff who takes care of that transaction and everything has to get a fee and stuff for doing it, just like you do in stocks and everything. Then they'll turn it over into
So what are they
currency.
doing with that $100,000 though? I just gave them.
It goes. It's out there in. it's you taking a chance. It's
What?
out there.
Where is my $100,000?
Your $100,000 is out there, Ted. It's out there
I
somewhere.
got 10 coins. I gave you $100,000
Right.
at 10,000 a piece,
Right.
and now it's went up to 100,000.
Right.
Where's my $100,000 at now?
It's out there.
So who are these people that's taking care of this money?
These are big banks or a exchange area. They have like 4 or 5 different exchange zones and stuff out there.
Are they regulated?
Not really.
So that's the reason why several, I won't say several, I won't say a dozen people have been put in jail for ripping these people off.
Correct.
Billions of dollars has been stolen.
Right. Right. And the key word with this is trust. You have to trust that things are going to go the way you want it to go.
So that right there is big
because
time
if you take it and you send it over there to somebody else, you got to trust that they will take it, and they don't have to take it. So you have to trust that they're going to do what they say they're going to do. And
That's
if
big
you
time
trust-
gambling there, bro.
It is. It's a hell of a gamble.
I mean, stock
But you
market
can.
is gambling,
It's a,
gambling
but you
anyway.
you can make a lot of money off of it, or you can lose a lot of money off of it. So you have to. There's a risk out there. But the point of what I'm getting ready to say is that we're heading into that area where we are not going to be dealing with electronic money anymore. We're going to completely go over into digital money.
That's why you have a treasurer who is a Bitcoin fanatic.
Right. He is trying to get Congress to back that cryptocurrency.
That's where I was going with that.
Now Congress and stuff backs electronic money, but they don't back digital money right now. There's no law that backs digital money, so it makes it more stable. There's no
So
law out there.
here we go with my prediction.
What's
And I
that?
said this before. We talked about this a few years back. And I said that they were going to go digital, the government, because they've had a number of gurus go into the Senate, and they've had a number of committee meetings on the Bitcoin and cyber money.
but
So
it's
this
gonna
is how
be
they're going to pay
it's
that debt off, bro.
it's not going to be that easy for them because you've got a lot of people in the Senate, especially who are old folks. They in their 70s and they in their 80s, and you can't convince them to deal with digital money right now. That's
Well,
going to
you
be a
say that,
difficult sell.
you say
Yeah.
that, you say that, you say that. But here's what they can do. What they can do is instead of sending you a deposit, they just put money into a card, your Bitcoin money into a card. So, like if you get Social Security or if you got a retirement under a retirement program or something like that, it's all digital. And they'll just send it to you in a card. And so now, if you want to spend money, you have to use that card. You go to the grocery store, and those grocery stores gonna be taking it, and you buy your food. Or if you want to go buy something else, and that's the whole thing. All of this is what you say. This is what we're coming to. So they trying to figure out how can you get this done. Because see, if the government is backing it up, that means it has to be
Well,
financially stable.
the government currently is not backing it up. Currently, it's
But
not backing
what
it
I'm
up.
saying is that this is the goal. This is why they've been having all these meetings for the last few years and
Well,
committee meetings. I don't know if you listen to
the,
some of these people, and
yeah, well,
they've
they
had
are, but the people that out there who are dealing in that area and stuff thought that by now Congress would have been backing it, but they haven't, and they're saying the folks and stuff who are doing the research and these uh, universities are saying that it's it looks like it's another 2 or 3 years off, maybe more than that. But with having that gentleman and stuff that he picked to go to be the Treasury Secretary and stuff and everything, and as we all know, the criminal has bought himself a cryptocurrency business and stuff out there. So I'm pretty sure that he put him in that position and stuff so he can make his crypto business and stuff reliable so people can do it. So anyone who probably thinking about getting into it and stuff and everything, it's a risk, it's a high risk, it's a very, very high risk, but that's your choice. And you can lose a lot of money and stuff putting this stuff in there.
well, we already spoke on this that BlackRock has already put they got about 5% of
There's
their
a lot
money
of
already into.
there's a lot of big, and that's the reason why right now it is become a business of that people are getting into because there's a lot of big money and stuff sitting there behind it because they believe in this currency. They believe that down the road it's going to be just like your boy Peter Thiel went and grabbed Facebook and made a bet on it. He dropped in $500,000 or whatever it was and wanted 10% of the company. And the old boy who owns the company and stuff now, him and his wife, uh, they took that bet, and now Peter Thiel is worth a lot. His stock is worth a heck of a lot of money. So you get in, and a lot of people are getting in on the ground floor, and people like BlackRock can afford to lose that little 5% investment and stuff that they got in it. But I don't, they are also confident and stuff in it. I believe that they think that they're going to get through this because they got experts out there that's telling them what the heck to do. So it's eventually going to come out. Is that how long can you stand it? How long can you stay in there? So that was my thing that I wanted to talk about, digital money. and because we are on the Money Connection, and most of our audience out there and stuff, they come to watch us because we talk about the Money Connection. What
Well,
else, Ted?
well, here's the thing that
Change the subject a little bit. We don't money. Money has been. We've had over 3/4 of the show now is about money.
well,
So
the thing that I want to talk about, you probably don't want to hear,
go ahead.
but I'm gonna say it anyway.
You always
I'm gonna
do.
go back to my stupidity because I was listening to a show last night. Very intelligent people, and they made some points and how we as a group can survive and how we use our money. Right now, there's a program out there right now that's trying to raise money for the Black 2025.
Mm-hmm.
This young lady came up with it. She got, and she's raised almost $100,000 already
Mm-hmm.
to try to combat this original Project 2025. And one of the things that they are suggesting, several things. One is boycotting all of these companies like Walmart and so on and so forth, Lowe's and all these companies that supported Trump and gave him big time money, that we don't participate in these companies, to let them feel our power with our dollars. And one of the suggestions is one of the things that we've been talking about is you have to own something. And this is what they're talking about. They're talking about in our communities, we should have be investing in our own businesses where we can have our basic essentials. They're talking about grocery stores, filling stations, manufacturing companies, and all of that stuff where we don't depend on this thing. But right now, there's a problem because see, we are thoroughly integrated and assimilated all over this country, majority of this country. So at one time, we were just in Mississippi, New Orleans, stuff like that. Now we're all over the country. So there's no real unity as far as gathering together in certain areas. So when we want to go to a black business, we have to go 15 miles, 20 miles out of our way. Or if we go to the same type of company where we have to pay $3 or $4 extra because we want to participate in this black business. If we go to another company, we'll save $5, $10. So the big challenge is that the Black 2025, I don't know, I haven't been reading a whole lot about it. Maybe they're being undercover now about it because they don't want everybody to know what the ins and outs is. But that's a movement. And right now, this is what's going on right now behind the scenes as far as this 2025. Black 2025. Showing the power of our $2 trillion that we make out there and spending our dollars amongst ourselves. Because these people are not at our interest because number one, they were definitely upset because they got rid of the diversity, equity, and inclusion. So, and some of these companies are doing that. Walmart, Target, on and on. So it's in our best interest to let them know and feel the pain because, these are not necessarily our jobs, Ed. people in their 50s and 60s and 70s. These are for our children's jobs and our grandchildren's jobs, because let them say it, that they don't even qualify. Even though they qualify to have that position, but let them say it. So that's the whole thing. They keep on talking about merit. No, it ain't about merit, bro. This is about who you know, what you know, who you know. So if John Smith down the street knows the manager of so-and-so, they get that job. But here I am, I apply and I'm qualified for the job. Other person don't even meet the criteria and they get the job. So if you don't have a DEI program to get interviewed and get the best person, you're not really getting the best person. That's what's going on right now in the coming administration. They're not getting the best people. All this is cronyism. How much money did you give 45? It's called stupidity. So right now we're in a stupidity era.
I think that we need to have put some different bullets in our arsenal. I think we have ran the gamut of boycotting and all that. 'Cause back in we started doing that in the '60s and stuff, it was a very powerful instrument. But at this point, I don't believe boycotting will suffice and stuff for what we need to get done. I think we need to find some other ways and stuff of putting pressure on these businesses and these corporations. What it is, I don't know yet. It's something that I've been thinking about for a long time, and I just haven't came into a very powerful solution yet. But I think we need to find something else that we can deal with them to get uh, to enforce our ideas and stuff upon these large corporations. Uh, right now, I think that boycotting Walmart and stuff will probably won't work, because I don't think we're going to get a large majority and stuff of our folks and stuff in our community and everything to back that. They're not going to do it because of where they're at financially. So, but it may work. I don't know. But that's my opinion. I think we need to find some more weapons and put in our arsenal.
Well, like you
Other
said,
than that, yeah,
more bullets in our arsenal,
yeah,
and no one has come up with another solution.
right. I
How do
understand.
we be treated equally?
Right,
No one has come up with a solution.
right.
And like you said, in the 60s, we did that and it was very successful. And what did the business
It's very
people
powerful then.
do?
But
And what did the business people do? They
well,
merged. They merged. Now
well,
you got 10 companies right now, 10 corporations right now that run hundreds, thousands of product, and you don't know who you buying from. You used
hmm
to buy Oreo cookies, but it's owned by somebody else now,
hmm
and on and on. I can name a dozen of them. It's owned by one company. I'm not buying no more Oreos because they're making it over there in Mexico now. So there it is right there, bro. So how do the thing is that there are people that's way smarter than us that haven't figured it out yet. How do we get total equity? And will we ever get total equity and fairness? That's the question. Will we ever get total equity and fairness? The cream always rises to the top. If you good at what you do and you excellent or you exceptional or you better than average, you're going to survive. If you highly, kind of halfway educated, you're going to survive. But the point is that the majority is going to be hurting. They're not going to get that opportunity. They're not going to get those mediocre jobs or average jobs on a daily basis. They're going to be kicked to the curb, and their resume is going to be thrown in the garbage. So I don't know. How do you do it? I don't know. But you look for fairness. You think people's heart will soften and be fair about it, and you try to plead to that portion of the individual. But the thing is, we are living in a stupidity era. These people have made their mind up, and you can't convince them to change. You might convert a few, but for the most part, hey, 75% of them white folks, boy, they ain't changing. And I'm talking about with the big dollars too, the ones with the big dollars. The only reason why they do stuff so that hey, they're looking at the bottom line. And who's mostly buying this? And they got all the data. Who's buying this? Who's buying that? And they look at that and they say, hey, most of our dollars come from white folks. So we're going to satisfy them. You remember when they had that little protest and they put that gay person on the Budweiser?
Mm-hmm.
What they do? They took that picture off of there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Them white folks was shooting the cans, protesting. No more Budweiser. You remember when you walk in Target and they had gay displays in Target. People started protesting. They took them displays down, bro. Because them white folks say we ain't having that.
And you find out that most of the white folks and stuff have the money and the power.
Yeah.
And the key word is money.
There you go.
The key word is money.
Yeah,
So where are we going to get the money from to do what we need to get done? Anyway, Ted, on a word, man, we at the end here. Oh man, one of the things that has been taking up my time, and I've been spending too much time and stuff looking at it, is the college football playoff. And I've been enjoying this. And what I saw today and everything kind of perked myself up. Uh, the president of the college football committee is a black man. And I didn't know this. He is the athletic director at the University of Michigan. And he's been there since 2012. And they just gave him a 5-year extension to be the athletic director for the University of Michigan to the year 2030. Go ahead on, brother.
You're doing something right, huh?
He's doing something right. And he's the president of the college football committee, the one that set up that daggone playoff that they get ready to go through right now. And somebody is getting ready to make a lot of money.
Why you say that?
Why do you think they went from 4 teams to 12. Hey, you're gonna make a lot of money. You got 4 games and stuff right before Christmas, and then you got they really start the the semis and stuff and everything around January, and then they got
Yeah, they
2 more games
they
back to
going
back.
into February now.
Right, it's going almost to the end of January, almost into February, playing football, college football. They get ready to make a lot of money.
Did Alabama make that 12?
No,
Wow.
no,
Wow.
SMU got him. They gave it to SMU. Big fight, man. Everybody, all the sports prognosticators out there, some all mad, upset, and everything. Folks that's down here in the southeast, who involved in the Southeast Conference, they didn't like it. Alabama should have been in there, but the brother got on one of the major shows and stuff yesterday and explained to him why they didn't put Alabama on there. And when he finished, the commentator who was questioning him said, "Oh, okay," and let him go.
Wasn't it a big controversy that you remember, was it last year or year before last? Alabama had lost 2 games and somebody else had lost only 1 game and they got in.
hmm
It was a big controversy because Alabama was Alabama.
But Alabama did one thing that year. They won the SEC championship game. That's a very, very powerful conference championship game. Other than the Big Ten, the SEC championship game is one of the most powerful conferences and stuff in the nation. So when they won that SEC championship, they had to put them in.
Okay.
Georgia won the SEC championship, they had to put them in and put them in the first round bye.
Yeah.
Hey. So that's a very powerful conference. So they had to put them in. They didn't have any other choice. If they won the SEC championship game, it's automatic. Automatic. You in the playoffs.
All
Automatic.
right.
So anyway, I had to put that out there. I'm gonna be out there watching. I got my bracket stuff sitting up there, almost like the basketball now. I got my brackets rolling up here. So I'm treating this just like college basketball, what March Madness. So anyway, we got a lot of stuff going on out there, people. A lot of stuff is going on out here, and it's a lot of stuff you have to keep up with. But some of the stuff and everything is probably not worth what you want to hear, but we're going to tell it to you because somebody out there might want to hear this stuff. And what Ted was talking about these companies and stuff buying up other companies, it was very, very, very interesting. And he didn't go into it very deeply about this Hispanic company. And I would like to know more about them. How these folks just coming into our country can do something that big. And we've been in this daggone place for centuries and can't do nothing like that. That's all I got
Money
to say.
talks, bro.
That's all I got to say.
Putting that money together talks.
Yes, sir. That's all I gotta say. You put that money together. And Hispanic company is out there buying up Kraft and trying to buy up Hershey's. Hey, somebody got some money. So anyway, uh, where our company at? Where our black where our black venture capitalist companies at buying up stuff? I don't know. But if we want to stay in contention out there and anything is going on now, we're going to have to get more powerful and we're going to have to put some more money into it. because money speaks very,
It's a
very loudly out
capitalist
there.
country. It's
We're in
all
a
about
capitalist society.
product.
You can't hold your money, people, in the yard, in the ground, in a little tin box and expect it to grow
Or spend it every time you get it a
or
game.
spend it as soon as you get it. You cannot do that anymore. It is not viable. I don't care if it ain't nothing but a nickel or a quarter or a dollar. Sock it away and put it to use. Put it out there in that system so it can bring some more brothers into your pocket. That's the only way we're going to be able to make it. The old way of thinking about money, you got to get it out of your head.
Can't put it in a CD or a savings account because you ain't gonna get no interest
You
rate.
ain't gonna get no return. There's no interest on it. No return at all. You're gonna have to put it out there, and you're going to have to put it out there in some volatility. That it might go up and it might go down. You're gonna have to take a chance that it's gonna go up. Sometimes you're gonna win them, and sometimes you're gonna lose them. That's the only way you're gonna make some money now.
All
So
right.
anyway, that's it. That's all I got to say, Ted. We just at that 1 minute, at that 1 hour mark, brother. So anyway, people, let's see, you guys are out.